All right, guys. Merry Christmas to all of you. By the time that you're going to be watching this video, I should have it uploaded on Christmas Eve, if not Christmas Day. So stay tuned for that. And if you guys enjoyed this Let's Play, do me a favor, like the video, subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it. Right here, we're taking a look at the rules, I should say, for the Mewtwo fight. Basically, all you need to know here is that you can use up to 6 Pokemon for the Mewtwo fight. For this, although you can use less than that if you want. And with that, guys, we're going to pick our team, and then we're going to get involved with the Mewtwo fight itself. This is the last episode of the entire series, the series finale from start to finish. You guys are going to have, for a nice Christmas present, you guys are going to have the entire Let's Play to binge watch with your family and friends while you're doing other things. On your phone, on your desktop, on your television, wherever you watch YouTube. So hopefully you guys enjoy. We'll be back. All right, guys, here we go. We got our Mewtwo fight. So as you guys can see, I picked Alakazam, Tentacruel, Jolteon, Tauros, Machamp, and Dugtrio. Mainly for the type diversity, not to mention I have been thoroughly impressed by how consistent all 6 Pokemon really have been throughout this playthrough. And so I wanted to give them a whirl here in the last battle of the game. Here we go. Hopefully you guys enjoy my Santa sweatshirt as well that I'm sporting for Christmas. And with that, Mewtwo's going to go for Amnesia for +2 special against Alakazam. We're going to go for Ice Punch to try to freeze. If we can get 1 freeze on Mewtwo, it's over. At least for Mewtwo. Now keep in mind, he's going to have a full team set just like he did in round 1. Mewtwo now has +4 special. So this is not looking too good. It's going to make trying to get freezes all the more paramount moving forward here. We still don't get it on the second try. And now they're going to queue up for Blizzard. This is going to do a lot of damage. It could also freeze. And they take us all the way down to 70 hit points. We basically have one last chance and we don't get it. Man, we hardly hurt him after those special boosts. Mewtwo's going to outspeed us and go for Thunderbolt for the surefire accuracy. And that is going to result in a knockout for our Alakazam. So I am using a brand new camera for this as well. So if you guys notice any sort of difference in quality or frames, I did that on purpose because I hated the freezing with the old camera. This one I'm recording, I can record by either 720/60 or 1080/30. My last one I recorded at 1080/60, but it kept freezing. I don't know if you guys have noticed that, but it kept freezing a lot. And it just randomly didn't want to work one night, so I had to get rid of it and replace it with this one. After testing this one, it works out a lot better. It doesn't look as good, but I like it a lot better, at least the performance of it. Now, they almost one-shot us. We paralyzed Mewtwo with Thunder Wave. They almost one-shot us with Blizzard. We do get a crit with Thunderbolt right here. But they're going to knock Jolteon out with this next Thunderbolt. Man, Mewtwo is so stinking powerful in this. Oh my goodness gracious. It is insane how powerful Mewtwo is in this. And by the way, I'm also recording in my bedroom here, so there is a bit of a setting change as well. So this feels more like a studio to me than the living room. And I like how cozy and intimate it is to record back here. So I think that's what I'm going to do moving forward, at least for a little while. And I put Tentacruel in here. We do score a crit on Mewtwo and knock it out. So that's definitely encouraging, to say the least. Alright, we're going to be waiting for their next Pokemon. Keep in mind, if this was the base game, this fight would be over by now, but it's not. This is Kaizo, so we're gonna have to fight through a full 6-on-6 battle. Now we're having to deal with Snorlax, so I'm gonna say Tentacruel because I'm expecting Snorlax to go for Earthquake, and I'm gonna put Dugtrio in. And Snorlax does go for Earthquake, so that was a good switch, I should say. Oh boy, that did very nearly half. We might be able to survive another Earthquake before we go down, but man, we're gonna need a lot of crits. Snorlax is so tanky. Oh yeah, that's not even close. And they're gonna go for Body Slam instead. I think that'll definitely knock us out, and it does. Unfortunate for us, I mean, our numbers are dwindling by the second. Now all we have left is Tauros, Machamp, and Tentacruel. Now I'm gonna put Machamp in. Now that I'm starting to think of it, I have sacrificed Dugtrio on purpose to get Machamp in at full health against Snorlax. When they decide to put Executor in instead, so this is not looking great for us. Of course, as you can expect, we hardly heard it with high jump kick. And I'm expecting a Psychic here, so I'm definitely gonna save Machamp for Snorlax and Chansey, at least. And I'm gonna put Tauros in. And they're gonna go for Psychic. Man, it does a lot of damage. Executor's a beast when it comes to special. So they do a lot of damage right there. And I'm hoping to at least try to get a freeze or a crit or both against the Executor, and we get it! We get a super effective freeze with Blizzard on the Executor. Wow, how the tables have turned. We're gonna go for another Blizzard. And Executor is not getting up from that, so we're definitely gonna get a free knockout here moving forward. And one last Body Slam should take down the Executor right there, and it does. So we got a nice knockout right there. And we're gonna await Team Mewtwo's next Pokemon, which is gonna be Mew. So just like round one, Mewtwo does have Mew as one of its partners in this. Keep in mind, I had Beedrill the last time. I don't have Beedrill to save me this time, as Mew goes for Swords Dance. And we're just gonna keep Body Slamming until we can paralyze it. Not quite. But its next physical attacking move, which is Earthquake, is gonna do a lot of damage. In fact, it may knock us out right here. Oh, not quite. We survive at 19 health. That's pretty impressive defense right there by Tauros. That's the good news. The bad news is our remaining two Pokemon are going to be weak to Psychic. So I'm going for a Desperation Hyper Beam. We do not get the knockout, unfortunately. But one last Earthquake is going to take down our Tauros. We're a sitting duck anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And the Wild Bull Pokemon is going to go down. Tauros, an absolute force in the Prime Cup in this. Very impressed with its performance in that. And now we're going to put Machamp back in. I highly doubt that we're going to outspeed Mew. Yeah, they're going to go Body Slam. That's going to hurt. Keep in mind, it's got +2 attack with Swords Dance. I mean, that's not too bad. Machamp's got some pretty solid defense, and we're going to knock it out right here with this Body Slam. Okay, so we've knocked out Mewtwo and Mew and Executor so far. We're still kind of in this thing, especially now that Chansey is out. I'm thinking maybe one, maybe two high jump kicks is going to take it down. Chansey is so weak on defense. Wow! 59 health. 703 max health. One high jump kick took it all the way down to 59 before we get paralyzed by Thunder Wave. And now Chansey is going to go for Soft Boiled. As long as we can hit our next high jump kick, Soft Boiled is not going to save Chansey on this one. Let's see what happens here. Nice! Super effective crit. I wish we would have gotten that the first time. That way we wouldn't have had to worry about getting paralyzed right there. But we'll take it at least for right now. Now both of us are down to 2 Pokemon. This is actually a closer attempt than I thought it was going to be. Slowbro is going to come out, and guys, this is not looking good. I think it's about to go downhill from here. We've already lost our super effective type coverage with Jolteon. And now Slowbro's just going to set up for Amnesia. We stay fully paralyzed on this turn. And I think Slowbro's about to wipe the mat with us. Ride that surf. Yeah, that's it for Machamp. Oh, Machamp fought valiantly, that I will say. And our last Pokemon is Tentacruel at this point. At this stage in the game, I'm kind of hoping for a freeze by Slowbro, or a freeze by Tentacruel, I should say. Oh yeah, that ain't happening. Thunder Wave. And then if he's got Psychic, he's gonna go for that and just wipe us away. Alright, another Amnesia. Oh, we got a crit. Not exactly, not completely what we wanted, but at least we got a crit. Alright, I think they maxed out their special at this point. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's over. I don't think Slowbro has Psychic, otherwise it would have used it already. Wow, look at that. Slowbro's a monster, man. I'm telling you. Alright, guys. Here we go. Now keep in mind, this is going to be my 8th attempt. My 8th attempt at this fight, man. And so I'm hoping that I can cap this off once and for all. Now I'm gonna put Jinx in against the Executor. We do get hit by a crit from Psychic. Thankfully we don't get our special lowered though. But we're gonna do a massive amount of damage. That'll be a 2-hit right there. And again, we still don't get our special lowered, but man, that just shows you how powerful Executor is though when it comes to special. That thing does not play. And that should take down the Executor real easy inside of 2 turns. So already we got a leg up on Mewtwo's team here. Definitely an excellent start, as Mewtwo is going to come in now. And once again, we won't be able to outspeed Mewtwo. So they're going to go for Amnesia. So that's not great. We can only hope that we'll be able to put it to sleep with Lovely Kiss, and we do. Thankfully, Mewtwo will not be able to attack the same turn that it's going to wake up. Now, I'm debating about my 3 attacking moves here. Mewtwo's going to stay fast asleep this turn. We're going to go for Blizzard, try to go for a crit. Oh yeah, it barely left a scratch. Even a stab Blizzard from Jinx barely left a scratch. I'm thinking we might be better off running Seismic Toss at this point, but I keep going for Blizzard because I'm stubborn like that. But in hindsight, I think I would have been better off running Seismic Toss. I think trying to use Psychic on Mewtwo would have been a waste of time, to be honest with you, because it would have reboosted its special back up had we lowered it. But at this point, I'm riding Lovely Kiss at this point to try to do as much chip damage as possible. As you can see, I'm down to only one Blizzard left. So it's not looking too great for us. But once again, Mewtwo stays asleep, and I do use my last Blizzard. And we do get a crit. That was what I was going for. I wish it would have done roughly about 18 more hit points, and then we could have gone for Seismic Toss to knock it out. And now it wakes up. We're gonna go for Seismic Toss. Now, very easily, it could go for Thunderbolt to knock us out, but we'll see what Mewtwo does. Yeah, it goes for Thunderbolt. We're definitely going down right here. Yep. Jinx, man, Jinx fought valiantly at least against Mewtwo, for sure. We got a couple of lucky turns against Lovely Kiss. We got a crit on our last Blizzard. We actually did quite well against Mewtwo. And now we're going to put Electrode in, and it does outspeed Mewtwo. And just a little love tap right there is going to get rid of the Mewtwo. With Thunderbolt, unbelievable the speed on Electrode, man. It's absolutely incredible. Just how fast this thing is. As Snorlax comes in, and yeah, I'm looking to at least save Electrode for Slowbro. And I'm anticipating an Earthquake from Snorlax at the same time. So I'm definitely going to pull Electrode back, and I'm going to put Tauros in. So now it's normal type versus normal type here. And thankfully, that Earthquake hardly hurts us. Keep in mind, we cannot paralyze normal types with Body Slam, but I'm going to go for it anyways, hoping for a crit. And we do get one, so that's nice. And they're going to go for Body Slam. We don't have to worry about getting paralyzed. Like I just said, we're normal type. But boy, is it powerful. That thing is so powerful. Alright, let's see if we can't get another crit here. We do get another crit, and it brings it all the way down to 9 HP. Okay. We've got a chance at this thing. Alright, we're down to 40, and we're going to be able to outspeed it and take it out. So once again, another impressive performance by Tauros here. Absolutely outstanding. Outstanding. Snorlax is going to go down. And we'll see what Mewtwo chooses as his next Mon here. It's going to be Mew. So we at least have one last chance to either paralyze or freeze Mew. And we don't get the paralysis. That would have been really nice to be able to get on Mew at least. To be able to score an extra turn or two against it. So unfortunately, Tauros is going to go down right there. We still have 4 Pokemon left. Mewtwo only has 3. So in terms of numbers, we're still in relatively good shape here. And I have a hell of a decision to make to see who's going to challenge Mew. And I decided that it's going to be Golduck here, because much like Mewtwo, it also has Amnesia. But Mew is going to go for Swords Dance because it outspeeds. So it's going to be +2 attack versus +2 special. And we're going to see which one wins out here. Now, I'm trying to decide whether I want to keep running Amnesia or to start attacking. And they're going to go Body Slam. This is going to hurt. I mean, that wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. And that didn't do quite as much damage as I was hoping it would. Keep in mind, Golduck does not get stabbed from Ice Beam, so that kind of makes sense. Okay, we survived one more Body Slam. Now we're going to go for Surf. Because now I'm looking for the same type of attack bonus. And with that, we do get the knockout on Mew. That was big. That was definitely big. That same type of attack bonus made a difference right there. As Chansey comes out, I don't know, even with an Amnesia boost, I'm highly doubting that it's going to do all that much damage. But we're going to go for the freeze against Chansey here. Yeah. Yeah, that hardly hurt it. And they're gonna go light screen here. Interesting, they could have knocked us out right there, but they chose to run a light screen. Keep in mind, light screen is only gonna be effective in Gen 1 for as long as the Pokemon that used it is on the field. And Chansey gets frozen solid with that Ice Beam. And of course they're gonna switch out. Wow. Alright, now Slowbro's gonna come in. And unfortunately, now that Chansey's frozen, we can't freeze Slowbro either. So we basically... I mean, I could say we wasted a turn with Amnesia this turn on the Slowbro switch. But I'm thinking whether or not I should run Seismic Toss or Surf or Ice Beam. Ice Beam's out of the question. So I'm going for Surf. Wow, it does a lot of damage. It does a lot of damage. Okay, that Amnesia's gonna block some of it a little bit. Keep in mind, Special, a unified stat in Gen 1, so it works offensively as well as defensively in Gen 1. And now we're just gonna run straight up Seismic Toss. Yeah, I like that decision. And we can just... weaken Slowbro for Electro. Wow! We survive a Surf that would have knocked us out at 6 health. And I'm definitely looking for a crit right here. We don't get it, but we do knock Slowbro down into the red. And that'll definitely set up for Electrode. So Golduck doing an outstanding job. Outstanding job against Slowbro and Chansey. We got Machamp, Alakazam, and Electrode remaining. I'm going to put in Alakazam, actually. And we do have Thunder Punch for super effective type coverage, and that's what I'm going to use. So it was an Electrode. It was Thunder Punch to knock out the Slowbro. Last Pokemon of the entire game that we have to fight is Chansey. Now keep in mind, Light Screen is no longer active since they switched out, and now it's just easy pickings at this point. I mean, we really don't have to do anything too particularly special. Chansey's just gonna get stuck there, frozen forever. Meanwhile, we still have 3 Pokemon. I'm looking to switch to Machamp to finish this off. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, Machamp is a godsend in this game, man. Really, really good. As one last high jump kick seals the deal for the entire game. Chansey gets knocked out, and we win the Mewtwo fight. And with that, we complete the entire game for both round 1 and round 2. Woo! Excellent. Excellent, excellent. I love this game, man. Love it. If you're looking for a challenge, man, I keep saying, you thought vanilla Pokemon Stadium was hard. You haven't seen anything yet until you played this game. Like, even round 1, like, the difficulty, like, skyrockets up to here. And so, you know, my best practices that you've seen is to have balanced teams all the way through. If you're looking just to monotype this thing, it's going to be difficult. It might still be possible, but it's going to be hard. I'd love to see someone one of these days try to monotype this game. I think that would be amazing. I know I can't do it, so I prefer the balanced teams and the variety that you get out of those. And that was what ultimately, you know, you'll find a couple that you like Tauros or Machamp or Alakazam that you'll like, that'll carry you through. And that was what I ultimately ended up leaning on in the later cups in this game. Now with that, guys, this is the news that you've been waiting for. So, I'm going to have this video out to you guys on Sunday, if not Monday. So stay tuned for that. I want to have this to you no later than Christmas Day. That's going to be the first thing. The second thing is my new Let's Play. We're going to go back to Pokemon Stadium 2, guys. We're bringing back Pokemon Stadium 2. We haven't played it on the channel for a really long time. And to be honest with you, my round 2 playthrough that I've been trying to watch recently has been a little bit tough to watch. Ever since then, I've improved like different qualities about my production in terms of my voice, my sound, the way in which I present these videos to you guys. And I definitely want to reimagine my own personal Pokemon Stadium 2 with what I learned by doing this Let's Play. So Pokemon Stadium 2 is going to be coming back to the channel in 2024. So be on the lookout for that. We're going to be doing rentals only for that. That's going to be the other thing, is rentals only. I am currently working on the round 2 portion of that right now as I'm filming this video. And so that'll be done in the not too distant future, to where I should have that entire rentals only playthrough for you guys. But here's the twist with that. So we're not going to be using the rentals from the regular ROM, because I had Googled and found a different sort of patch for Pokemon Stadium 2 that's going to have rentals with better movesets. And what I mean by that is fully evolved Pokemon that should have the moves that they should have, like these high-powered moves, are actually going to have them in this game. So for instance, Alakazam might have Psychic in this game, whereas it only had Psybeam before. Or, you know, let's say Raichu has Thunderbolt or whatever, whereas it got stuck with Thunder before, like some of the more inaccurate moves. So that'll be coming to the channel as well in 2024. I'm going to reveal what that playthrough is once I upload the first video. But until then, guys, you all take care. Be sure to subscribe to the channel below. You all take care. Have a very Merry Christmas. Have a Happy New Year. And we'll see you in Pokemon Stadium 2 in 2024.